us to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off from Baltimore. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
His first throw is an interception. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. Johnson up the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Chicago first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you've got.
Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Swift gets it on the option. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pressure comes. Williams. Swift hauls it in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 2 yards on the run. That leaves him 1 short, and it brings up 4th down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And in for the Chicago touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
And now the Bears will line up and go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
It's cut for two, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for two.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. 30 to the 15. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens don't try to match them right away as we start out with an 8-7 ball game. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Returning it from the 4. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one here. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have second and pretty long here. Here's Johnson again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. Komet brings it in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, go!
Running behind center with Swift. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Bears trying to make some noise before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Johnson. Breaks the tackle, still going. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. They've got a man in motion. Now Jackson off the play action. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
4th down, here's Jackson. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
First down, Williams has his man. It's Swift.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams from the gun. Brought getting close to the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They send a receiver in motion right. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And that makes it second and goal.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Carney's kick is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Oh boy, that's cut things just a little bit too close for comfort. All depends on the rotation of the ball at that point, whether it's going to bank in or come right back at you. That time, it worked out.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yo.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You. You at X.
He's back to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kevin Byard comes up with it. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now it's Johnson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Swift gets a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Second down. Williams set to pass. Allen there to haul it in. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that brings up 4th and long. Carney's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Deontay Hardy to return. And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Go.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Working quickly here.
Hey, middle.
1st and 10. 4-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Henry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running once more with Henry. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Taken in by Likely. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Yo. Let's go. Set hot. 180. Ready, shot.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get